and started helping us. And because he came from Akamai, the NOC facility and so on, we told him to help us out to build the NOC itself. So he's going to take us through the application.
So first thing, this monitoring tool that you're looking at is a browser-based application. So realistically, if you have VPN access, all of you from home, you can look at this, and you can at any point you know what the status is our Aadhaar accounts, it's been generated or not, and so on. So this at any point we can release it out to at least the senior management. So if you look at the top here, by default, this shows you the entire system for all EAs and all registrars, right? But and I'll walk you through this towards the end, where we can pick a particular registrar, a particular EA, and say today what has happened for that particular registrar or EA, right? We can also say, for the last 1 week, what has happened for that particular registrar and EA. So we'll touch on that. Overall, what are the number of packets that came in? This is all of this data is from 12 midnight, right? So what has come in through the system? Each of these, if you look at, will give you for that particular stage what has happened. So you will see two graphs, right? So in this particular case, this is the number of packets that are waiting for processing. So the number that you see here, this says 0, that's good, right? We have nothing waiting for processing. But over time, has there been any build up in a particular stage? And this tells you what is the throughput rate that's happening in the system. So like we said, there were actually some holdups overnight. And the system was restarted, so there was really no processing happening till about 8 in the morning. So that's why you see the Aadhaar number there also to be small. On the top, the entire top bar of the system is for the overall system. So this tells you throughput rate for the whole system. What's happening? So right now the processing pace is at 32,000 packets per hour, or that's Aadhaars being created or rejected. Similarly, over here when you look, you can look at the overall count. What has been happening? So there is packets that are being held, almost half of them are being held, but half others are being generated. Rejections are negligible. This is cumulative details since the beginning of time. So that's a counter that will keep going. That tells you how many packets have we got, unique packets from the field, how many Aadhaars have been generated, and how many packets were rejected. Right? This tells you, this number is for today. Right? Similarly, if you look over here at the bottom, this is a whole number for today, and this is rejected today. Rejected, obviously, is a small number right now. Right? So, and for each stage, just if I look at this, like I said, the number of packets waiting to be processed, throughput rate, we can go and show, a 24-hour graph for 1 month, 1 year, and so on and so forth. Right? So we can change this to look at what the trend has been. Right? Additionally, you will get details underneath each of these stages, which tells you about, if there are a lot of packets being held, what is the average hold time that is happening? Rejects, again, details come out here. So let's go and look at another stage here, auto-resident redo. Right? Now, if you look, it shows only one at the high level of the system. The next version, which you see a picture of there, it breaks it up. So on the 21st of this month, we'll have that version will really give us 90% of what we need. Right? It will show you by DSP. It will also show you by stage. So insert stage, what has happened, identify stage, verify stage, all that's broken up by DSP. Right? So that's the overall system. Again, just bottom over here tells you kind of, if you've got holds, what's the big reasons for it, rejected, what's the reasons for it. So this is the main view. If I go and let's pick one, let's say government of Andhra Pradesh. So if I do this, then it should, a few minutes, it will pull up and say what's happening. So this number will change, but if you look, this has already changed to say 42,000 Aadhaars for the state of Andhra Pradesh for today.
No, rather 18,000.
I mean 18,000, sorry, and then 9,000 is the packets received.
We can go down to the EA level as well.
Right, and so similarly, you can pick for a particular EA. So I don't know where the packets are coming from, but sometimes it's 0 from 1. So the intent, right? The intent is that we should be able to go in and we can also pick basically the dates and look past trends and histories. So you have, this can also be used, I think, by the help desk if there are calls that are coming in from an EA or register saying what's happening today and so on. This can system to be used. Yeah. Right? Right. Any questions on this so far?
The next version, of course, has multi